After closing its doors in 1990, the nearly century-old State Theater in downtown Sioux Falls reopened last December. The theater is offering some first-run movies and a long list of classics, ranging from Casablanca to The Sandlot. But as Travis Fossing explains in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, the State Theater is also willing to showcase local filmmakers.
The theater started its initial run in 1926 and was a staple of downtown Sioux Falls for more than 60 years. The theater closed in 1990, but after decades of fundraising and renovating, the venue reopened last December.
People are coming in with their families, telling old stories, old memories. It's just so great to see the faces when they walk into the theater after nearly 30 years.
On many weekends, you're stepping into history, as the State Theater offers patrons a chance to experience classic movies like Casablanca in a whole new way.
It's funny, a lot of the times they've never seen them on a big screen, or they only saw like what was on TV with commercials or stuff cut out and things like that. Seeing it, you know, in a theater with other people in this dark space, it's just a really cool thing for people to experience.
The historic theater is also showing the works of local filmmakers.
Doing these local films, the people that they bring in, it's so fun to see them interact and get excited and learn a little bit about Sioux Falls history, or, you know, see just the talent that we have just in our area.
My biggest concern was making sure that my film was doing justice to the screen that it was playing on. I knew I wanted to do a sequence where...
Brian Bieber is a writer by trade working in advertising, but a few years ago he started dabbling in filmmaking.
I taught myself as I went and asked a lot of questions from people who knew better than me.
He recently put together a documentary on the late 80s, early 90s punk music scene in Sioux Falls. The film, I Really Get Into It, made its premiere at the State Theater.
Many of the people on the screen were my friends when we were teenagers, so a lot of it is about our teenage years, and it felt like a reunion. A lot of those people came to town for the screening.
There's been a lot of buzz about his movie, and I just thought it was so cool that he was able to come here, and they got on stage and did a Q&A and got to talk about the creation of the film.
Following a few more festivals, Bieber will move on to his next project with one goal in mind.
You know, just trying to get better. It's like anything with art. You know, you want to make sure that the next thing is better than the last. So that's the hope.
A film that could earn him more screen time at the State Theater.
Making a movie is not easy. It's a lot of work. And so being able to, you know, kind of share it with other people is a truly cool experience.
The lower level of the State Theater is in pristine condition, but fundraising efforts have never stopped, as the ultimate goal is to renovate the entire space, including the balcony.
It was a huge milestone for us to open the main floor of the theater, but our work is not done. We have the balcony, the second floor. On the third floor, there was an old manager's apartment, and we'd love to convert that space into a micro cinema and to have like kind of a flexible meeting space.
It's simply going to take time and patience.
We know what we want, but it's just a matter of making sure that we have all the funds necessary to complete a project in its entirety. When you start working on a historic building, you really want to make sure that you can do it right.
Weiland says the State Theater is just getting started.
Education programs, being able to expand on, you know, showing more movies on a weekly basis, really building the community that we have formed here. And I think the possibilities are really endless.
You know, whether that's music, whether that's art, whether that's...
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Travis Fossing.
Still ahead,